So I had about an hour to actually record this video, and while editing it, I realized that it doesn't really have an intro. So this part 2 video is just a sequel to the part 1 Skywars update video that I made like 6 weeks ago, and it's just going to go over the new maps that they added in the update. So yeah, enjoy. Ooh, what's up guys, and welcome back to an episode of Skywars, and today we're finally actually doing the part 2 of the Skywars update video that I was telling I was gonna say I was gonna do like weeks ago. I'm finally getting around to doing it, not waiting for 7 years, whatever. Anyways, today's mostly gonna be a map review, although I did want to say one thing at the beginning of the video, and that I did complain a lot on the first part of this video series where like that, you know, Chrono Breaker, the kit that I'm using right now, is really broken just because it's you know, you had like infinite recalls once every 40 seconds to basically just get a get out of jail free card, and it would even heal you afterwards. It's not so much the case now. It's gotten a little bit of a rework. Instead of having like an infinitely reusable item, you instead get like 2 of these items, and they still have the 40-second cooldown on them. They also don't heal you anymore. Good balancing decision. But as I said, I just wanted to get that done and over with quickly. We're gonna get down to the actual topic of this video, which is not me getting kill stolen. Why? Okay, we're gonna try to loot scoop here. Nothing. I got a sharp sword. Oh my god, where did you come from? No, go away. Okay. This is not a great start to the video. Anyways, they've like run all the way over there, and I think they're just trying to play for refill. So I guess I can talk about the actual first map that we're going to be starting this video on, which is Ancient here. And you're going to notice like a recurring theme with the 8 new maps that they added. Just, I think like most of them just have this recurring theme of just there being random holes in the middle of the map, like hole here, hole here, hole here. Pretty much nowhere on the map is ever 100% safe from void death, which is it's not my favorite map design ever. It's actually one of my least favorite map designs ever, but you know, whatever. It's kind of been a common theme for hypixel for like a while. In like one of the recent Bed Wars updates, recent being like 6 months ago, it had like the exact same problem. So, you know, not exactly ideal, but whatever. We make do. As I said, there's going to be like 8 new maps, and I think 6 of them have this, you know, like recurring theme of just no safe space on the map ever, which I find just so interesting. It's so fun. Great game design. Can you like go flying over there while I get the rest of refill? Thank you. I need top and bottom pieces, which is not terribly uncommon to get from mid, but you know, you never really know with hypixel. And goodbye. I didn't even have time to organize my inventory. Wait, did they have pearls? I think they did. Let's get the tracker, I guess. Oh, you did land that pearl. Good on you, good on you. Well, I'm gonna use these chrono clocks. I don't know, my voice just died. I'm just gonna walk across this bridge because I've got chrono clocks. They're still broken in their own right. I also forgot to mention that when you get killed, they actually like drop and other people can use them. So there's actually like a pretty big incentive to actually kill the Chrono Breaker. So you have like a lot of people targeting them for their get out of jail free cards. Gotta love my favorite part of the process of making these Skywars map update videos, and that they just never queue whenever I use the map selector because of how it works. Why? I mean, sometimes I like a queue and then like it immediately queues. Like this one I didn't have to wait too long. Sometimes it's instant, but other times I have to wait like 7 years. I have to do this 6 times over. And by the way, I'm not doing this 8 times for each of the 8 new maps. Only because, like, in my testing, I haven't been able to even get, like, 2 of the maps to even queue. Like, I just wait, like, 12 years and it just never queue. And I think the reason why is because they're bad. I looked at them and I've played on them a few times. They're not good maps, but whatever. We're back here on the second map for today, which is Workshop. And, I mean, while it does, like, I don't know, Workshop's like an interesting one, because while it does fit the whole theme of just there being void everywhere, I don't know, I think this one does it the best, because it has like this little like underside safety nets for everyone. Like, you see those like structures down there. They save you if you fall off the map too quickly, like near in the map, so you don't die immediately. I don't know, like the map itself is also just very well made, and it's honestly my favorite map of all of them, which is interesting. I do not want to die. Okay, good day, I guess. Used all of my resources right there, but whatever. Oh, you get interesting hits. We're just gonna put these shoes on that apparently I didn't have. I didn't notice that I didn't even have them. Whatever. I mean, again, like, since it kind of is the same as, like, all of the other maps, there's not really much to say. You have all of these different holes in the map, but this one is, like, a lot of flat ground for you to work on and, like, separate parts of the map so that you don't get too cluttered into, like, this massive mosh pits. Even though the center is also, like, sometimes attracts, like, a little bit of a mosh pit. There's not too much to be, like, unbearable, but just, you know, just enough to be enjoyable. I don't know, I like this map a lot. I don't know if you guys can tell. Anyways, we have, like, a pickaxe. I guess we can mine for pants, but that's just way too much work. I'm gonna go and get this regen pot. Oh, goodness. Okay, thank God I got ender pearls. That would have been a very big L. Did this person seriously go for a Saki kill on me to try to win the game? It's honestly just kind of sad. And we're back here on Deadland, which is a very, very uplifting name for what I do not like this map that much. I'm just not even going to beat around the bush. Okay, there's one problem that I have with Deadland, and it's pretty apparent by looking at it, like, in an overhead view for longer than 2 seconds. This map is massive. I don't know why. It's like if you made Long Island just 3 times as big. It never needed to be that big. Long Island itself was already big enough. But no, it has to be even bigger now. But, you know, I just never really understood that. But, okay, well, this person just juked me entirely. I've wasted 4 ender pearls on this dude, but he doesn't have a shirt, and I really want this kill. Okay, well, that works, I guess. Oh, that really works. And I got all my pearls back. How fun. Okay, we're going to put on this well-deserved armor really quick and get back to the map. So, yeah, like, just look at this map for 2 seconds, and you'll immediately see that it's, like, literally the size of Texas. I don't know why it's so big. I don't know why anyone decided it was necessary for it to be so big, but it is, and I'm reaping the consequences for it. Like, the map is so spread out. Literally, I mean, like, it'll always be, like, okay because it's got, like, flat ground and stuff, and it's always got, like, an anvil and enchantment table, which is common on all of these maps, and that's great. But, like, it's massive, and again, it's got this recurring theme. Giant holes in the middle of the map. Literally nowhere at mid is it safe for you to exist, except for, like, around here, and then there's, like, a corner here to not get knocked into, a corner here, you can get stuck here. Basically, you will never get an honest fight on this map. Everyone will be trying to knock you off, or get you into a corner to crit you out, and it's just, that's not fun game design in my opinion. I don't know, I've always liked the really flat maps. I've always been, like, if any of you guys know Skywars maps really well, Mothership is, like, one of my favorite maps just because it's absolutely massive, and it, like, fits my playstyle to a T, and it doesn't have giant holes in the map. Of course, Mothership has its own problem of also being massive, but, you know, it's a better kind of massive, whereas this, no, this is not a good map. Like, look at this guy, he's gonna just play on the stairs because he knows that he can't take the 1v1, so he's gonna get 2 hit and fly off of the map. I don't think I've had a more succinct explanation for why for all of, like, the parts of this map that I just don't like. And, okay, the Daredevil's gonna move forward, cool. And now we're back on Deserted Dunes, and this is one of the more unique maps in the rotation, in my opinion. Not by, like, you know, how it's structured or anything, because, again, it has, like, this recurring theme of just, I mean, if I loot my chest quickly because I'm failing. But if I get up here quickly, it's like, it's the exact same thing. You got, like, you know, chests all spread around. You got these giant holes in the map, but giants in this case is kind of an exaggeration because, like, the holes are honestly not that big, and there's actually a lot of flat ground to work with on this map. And this is why, like, this along with Workshop are, like, my 2 favorite maps, just because this actually feels like a map that you need to have skill to play on. And why is this entire... Okay. Oh my goodness. Where did you come from? Hypixel lagback has saved me once again. The server is completely trash sometimes, but for once it's worked out in my favor. Now we're just gonna loot some stuff right here. Hello, sir. Could you please, like, not come over here to bow spam me? Thank you. I want to get this... Okay, for a second I thought I tossed off the boots. That would not have been good for my game plan. This person is very irritating. Can you just not? I just want to get these pants, man. Thank you. Anyways, we're gonna go back over here. And okay, this is the last person alive. I want to keep them alive because I actually want to talk about this map more. So this map is good. While these like chests up here are like really annoying to access in like a really hectic situation, this mid is actually really cool. You got like this little pit here. It's kind of a mosh pit, but you can actually escape it pretty easily. And you got like a lot of flat ground to work with. And these holes aren't like a super big hindrance. Now these holes I hate, but like just because they're really easy to get knocked into if you play wrong. But like these holes here aren't really more of a hindrance. They're actually kind of add to the strategy. So this is the one time where like the giant holes meta actually worked out for the map. It's definitely an exception. There's like, I mean, just imagine like literally reducing the size of the holes. Wow, and now the recurring theme of this map update isn't obnoxious, but it's actually sort of fun. Fun with a question mark. It's very objective. It's very subjective. Anyways, are there XP bottles here? I don't think there are. I'm just gonna go stab this person so I can move on to the next round. We kind of got to speed run this recording because I do have to do some work at some points, and there's also like 5 billion maps, even if I am skipping a few of them because they never queue. So goodbye. No, okay, I almost walked off the map by myself. That would have been very, very ironic. And good day. That is the first time I have used the map selector and got into an actual like queue that had already started. What? Okay, maybe hypixel turning over a new leaf with their map selection. Anyways, we're back on another map where we kind of get into the part of this episode where the maps start deviating from this theme that I've been setting up of like giant holes in the middle of the map, and that's pretty apparent just by going to mid. Once you go to mid, you realize that there's a curious lack of giant holes in the middle of the map. Now, there are, like, a few, like these here at mid. They do exist, but they're not really that intrusive, in my opinion, because, oh goodness, I'm about to get shanked. Please die quickly, thank you. Okay, well that was really funny. Anyways, we're gonna get these pants on and move on with our life. So yeah, like as you can see, there's just not giant holes in the middle of the map for once, and honestly, that's great. I'd like it if all of the maps were like that, but no, only like this one and like one or two others don't really have giant holes in the middle of the map. I don't know. I actually don't like this map for another reason, that being a feature that I've complained about in a past video about a past map update, where like you see these giant staircases? Bad. I don't know why they keep on putting them in maps. This is a bad feature. Don't do it, okay? Giant staircases are not good map design. Okay, if you guys are kind of curious as to why I think that, there's two reasons why. It's because, like, there's two things that'll happen when you approach a giant staircase fight. Either I do this, and they can't do anything about it, and I can keep on knocking them down the staircase, and they'll take massive amounts of fall damage if they don't know how to MLG, or they fail it, because it's pretty easy to do in the heat of the moment. Or, if I approach like here, like if I camp at the bottom of the staircase, then I'll get a ton of low ground advantage, and they won't be able to do anything, and I'll get like a free combo. And I'm usually on the receiving end of that, because I like to be the one to camp on top of the staircase. I like the high ground generally, where I can just like place blocks in the way. So, yeah, it just kind of leads to really nonsense fights where one person is just completely winning and one person's completely losing. And I don't really like that. I don't think that's a good fight structure. I like to keep fights close. They're more entertaining. I actually feel like I win that way instead of just pub stomping some random kid. Like, this person just got the low ground and they got a 3-hit combo on me. And then I just did the same thing to him and now he's got no health. So, like, this... I don't like an overabundance of staircases. And also, like, these chests over there that are, like, on top of pillars for some reason. I don't know why they're there. But, they are. And they're annoying. And I don't like them. So, you know, just not a very great map, in my opinion. It's kind of just held back by the fact that it's got, like, a few unfortunate qualities about it, which, honestly, I can vibe with. Like, aren't we all just held back by little insignificant things? I don't know where I'm going with this metaphor. I think it's about to get really depressive soon, so I'm just going to stop. I don't know what this person's doing. They're about to take a ton of fall. Of course you get pearls. Please die to fall damage. You did not die to fall damage. You had one job. You had pearls. Why didn't you leave? And we're back on the final map of the episode, Glacier. And I'm totally not on this map just because it took 5,000 years for it to actually queue in the insane queue. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Anyways, so remember I was talking about how there's like this common theme for all of the different maps? Yeah, with Glacier, I just want you to throw all that out of the window because this is what mid looks like. Yep. Instead of having giant holes in the middle of the map, I have to deal instead with the fact that I'm fighting in a giant fortress of some kind. And I have a lot of armor right now, the equivalent of full iron. Jeez. Anyways, this map is, oh my god, what on earth is my stuff? Okay then, I guess? Jeez, anyways, I'm trying to commentate on the map, but okay, I'll probably just get back to actually doing that. So yeah, as I was saying, Glacier has one of the weirdest mids ever. It's got, like, all of the height elevation and just no semblance of normal Skywars map design. Honestly, this is more of a Blitz map than anything else, and I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's perfect. It's so unbelievably stupid that I just can't help but not take it seriously and absolutely love this map to death. It's just got a so bad it's good mentality, because it's not... I get to take a break from playing Skywars for a bit, you know? Instead, I get to play Blitz SG with Ender Pearls, which is an interesting game mode to think of in and of its own self, but just whatever. It's a very, very goofy map, and I love it. I love it a lot for just doing its own thing. Even though, objectively, it's not that great of a map, but, you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Anyways, we got a bow here, and we're in normal mode, so this bow is going to shred through everyone, including these teamers here. If I can land a single shot, thank you. I don't know why, but I hear footsteps somewhere, and I'm not about that. I don't like hearing footsteps, because it's like I'm about to get stabbed. I definitely hear noises, but I have strength from a bow kill, and you had a diamond chest plate. How did you even get that? Okay, I'm gonna steal it, I guess. Was that a diamond? Did you mine the diamonds on your island? I think they did. Well, normal mode players will never change, I don't think. Even if you remove half of their perks, they're still just gonna equip the the mining multiplier perk and just mine to their heart's content, I guess. Because as we know, well, actually this isn't even a joke, just normal mode, basically just skyblock with people that just want to stab you a little more. I just, there's not really much to say about Glacier except for just how goofy it is. Like, the chest layout makes absolutely no sense, but, like, also makes sense at the same time. You got, like, a chest here, and then I think you got, like, yeah, you got 2 chests there, and then another 2 chests all the way over there. So there's only 6 chests on this massive map, and the top of the map has no chests on it at all for some reason. It just doesn't. It has the enchant table and the anvils there, and I always keep on forgetting that, so I go over there and try to find, like, stuff, and I end up looking like an idiot, but whatever. Oh, and I guess, like, I do remember saying that there wasn't really giant holes in the map. There really isn't, but there's kind of, if you spend all of your time on the lowest level of the map. You got all these, like, giant gashes in the map, and I don't know, I don't think I can really call those giant holes, and they're certainly not intrusive whatsoever, just because when are you going to be spending any of your time on the bottom of this map? Like, that's just... It's just so lame. You want to spend all your time, like, either here or up here, because here is where you can knock people off and they'll take, like, 5 hearts of fall damage. And, like, down here is where all the chests are, so everyone's going to be in a giant mosh pit. And then down there is Weenie Hut Jr., where you get knocked down. Like, you go down there so you can get back up here. That's how this map works, okay? Okay? Anyone telling you otherwise, they're lame. Tell them that, alright? Don't tell them that I sent you. I do not support cyberbullying of any kind. I am a completely kind individual, and I would never bully people on the internet. That's just not something that I would do. Again, it is literally a Blitz map. This looks like it could be mid for a Bed Wars map or something. It's not Sky Wars. That I know for certain. Whatever, let's just end this quickly. What are you doing? Why? What was the point? Skywars players. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, that ends an episode of Skywars, guys. You should leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. If you guys are curious as to what, like, my top favorite maps for this map rotation are, it would probably be a tie between, like, Workshop for being a genuinely good map and Glacier for being everything else. It's so dumb, but it's, like, so bad. It's just goated in its own way. I don't know, it's just, again, as I said, I just go there for when I want to forget that I'm playing Skywars whatsoever, because it's just the least Skywars map, like, in this rotation, and one of the least Skywars maps ever. And then, you know what? That's beautiful in a way. Also, I've got a few extra video ideas clunking around in my mind, so you'll probably be seeing those relatively soon. Just note that I won't really be running out of content ideas whatsoever, but I might run out of content time? I don't know. Hopefully I just don't have too much work and I just drown completely. I got a lot of 3-day weekends in like the next few weeks. I don't know why, but I'm definitely going to take those. They're going to be good for content. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.